Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So earlier today I did a poll asking what kind of video you all wanted, and it was actually how to get better at flying, sort of tips and tricks and sort of landings, things like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Obviously I don't think anyone really needs any tips and tricks for taking off. Taking off is quite easy, you just go like full throttle basically and pull up. A very simple thing to do. This is sort of going to be more about actually flying and doing the landings. So, no particular order, just random tips. First of all, as you can see, if I suddenly bank left and then I bank right, I sort of go up and bank round. Now that's probably not what you wanted to do. What you probably wanted to do was just stay sort of level and then bank round like that. So the way to prevent yourself from just going up like that and going round is to move your mouse slowly and move it near the bottom of your screen, so that way you don't go up and you just sort of rotate. Okay, so now onto the advanced controls. Basically, in the normal, it's very simplified to fly because it sort of makes use of all three of your control surfaces. So if I'm doing this, it will be using my ailerons, elevators, and probably some rudder, theoretically. But in advanced mode, you have your ailerons for this, you have your elevators for this, and rudder for the small amount of left and right control that you get, which is A and D in advanced mode, if you didn't already know that there was actually rudders in this mode. So, for example, if you wanted to bank round to the left, what you would do is you would pull about 15 degrees maybe, and then just keep your horizon sort of level using your mouse. And if you want to do a steeper bank, you can turn more and ensure that you keep yourself level, unless you want to lose altitude obviously, or gain altitude. And as you can see, I am in fact going round to the left like that. If you want to do a barrel roll, you just have to move your mouse to one side of the screen, just wait for it to finish, and then simply put it back into the centre to stop it from rolling. So I'll do that again, as you can see, and like that. Very simple to do. Doing a loop, the way C-frames work is a bit weird. So if you'll notice, if I pull up round the top here, the cockpit goes a bit funny like that, but then it sorts itself out. That's just to do with Roblox. I don't know exactly why it does it. Maybe something to do with rounding numbers incorrectly. I don't exactly know why it does that, but theoretically it shouldn't do that when you go over the top in the loop. Okay, so when you're coming into land, you want to make sure that when you're pulling up, you'll still have enough speed to not stall. So as you can see in the Vulcan, I'm just going to decrease my throttle to about 30%, and I'm going to pull up a bit, and I'm going to look at if I'm about to stall or not. So as you can see, I have plenty of speed. I'm not going to stall when I come into land, because you do have to flare quite a lot with the Vulcan, so that's good. I'll see if I can go any lower on my throttle, because obviously you don't want to be going too fast when you come into land, although going as slow as you possibly can probably isn't the best idea. So 28% throttle looks like quite a good amount for coming into land. So I'm just going to go ahead and get a good approach, and I'll show you how to land. Alright, so I'm coming into land. I'm going to decrease my throttle to 28%. Obviously you don't have to be that sort of accurate, but I just worked out just then that 28% would be a good amount for coming into land. So I'm just basically going to ensure that I'm descending, and I'm going to pull up and then pull up again to sort of get the butter. Decrease the throttle once your nose is very close to the ground or on the ground, so that your nose just doesn't slam down. Obviously in real life it would be a bit smoother, it's just the way the PTFS plane kit works. So I'll just do it again from the other side. Alright, so I'm descending at a very slow rate. I'm not the best on actual approaches, just the actual touchdown is what I'm good at. So this is obviously too low and descending too slow. But the point is, once you've descended, you pull up just before you hit the ground like that. Ensure that you don't sort of float up again. So it's important that you don't try and butter it too much unless you know exactly how much you'll need to then pull up. Lower the nose, and as you can see, if you do it correctly, you'll have absolutely plenty of room to do the landing, because I was floating on purpose and I still have plenty of runway left. So this looks like a bit of a better approach. I'm a bit higher up, descending a bit quicker, and avoiding the bank there. So I'm just going to wait till I'm quite close to the ground, start pulling up, pull up a bit more just before you touch down, and as you can see, that was really smooth, nose on the ground, and plenty of room left. If I was to use pushback or reverse thrust or whatever, I'd have even more room, but as you can see, there's plenty of room there. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If there's any particular areas you want me to cover, which I haven't already covered, then let me know. But this video was the highest voted in the poll, so that's why I've made it. And let me know in the comments if you want me to do a behind the scenes of making something for PTFS, because I actually thought that would get more votes than this, but it looks like this did in fact get the most. But so let me know if you want that or any other video ideas in the comments, and that's it pretty much. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.